Hey, welcome to my channel. Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at a device that I'm holding in my hand right now. It's what I use when I'm making my videos. Right now, I'm walking on uneven ground, but it's keeping the camera extremely stable. So let me show you exactly what it looks like. Check it out. This episode, we're going to take a look at a very inexpensive Steadicam for GoPros. Now, many of you know I record all my videos with a GoPro. I use a 7, or I use the 6, or I use a combination of both. And I already have a little gimbal that I use to put these on to keep them steady when I'm moving around, vlogging and doing stuff and filming. Well, GearBest thought, hey, you know what? We have one that's pretty inexpensive and we want to send it to you and let you try it out. So let me just do a quick unboxing to show you what's inside, and then I'm going to try it out and I'll tell you if it's for you. So opening this up, what do we have? Well, this one here is already pretty impressive because it comes with a case. My other one doesn't have a case. Well, this is pretty good. So look at the case. It's actually formed to be just like the Steadicam and whatever's inside. So open that up. So that's nice. I could put this whole thing in my bag and carry it with me. So let's open that up. See what we get. We get the instructions. And then we have the actual Steadicam here. Oh, I like this. I don't have this with my other one. That's a stand. That can go in the bottom. So you can put that on the bottom and then, or keep it like this so it's part of the handle. Good, good, good. Get a little USB cable to charge everything up. And let's take out this Steadicam here. Ah, it's got some weight to it, so it feels pretty good. It must have a massive battery in here. All right, let's take a quick look at this and I'll show you all the buttons and the functions. So here we go. After reading the instructions, this is what I can tell you. This is your little joystick to move your gimbal around. So if you want it to move around while you're holding it, that's one thing. Over here's your function button. You have a function 1 and function 2. So one of them will actually make your gimbal stay steady so that I can move this on any angle and the camera stays locked and steady and will move as I move this, or I can have it flop all over the place, which will give a 3-axis gimbal, or I can actually have the camera return to center just by pushing one of these. Then over here we have the mode button and a little LED light up here that says mode, and you can see the little blinky dots to the side, and as you change the modes, the corresponding number of blinky lights equals what mode you're in. And then finally down here is your power button, plus you have your power on the side. Over on this side you can screw it into a tripod, and you can also screw it into a tripod there if you want. Looking at the gimbal itself, you can see it has a little charge port right there, and that charge port is for the older GoPros. So if you have something like a GoPro, I think 4 or below, you could charge your GoPro while it's inside. It will charge off this battery. Also, on this side, you have 2 USBs. So you have a USB port here, a micro one for charging. I think one of these is a charging, and the other one is to power your GoPro. So you could actually plug your GoPro into one of these and power it off this battery. So if your GoPro is low, you can get extra power off of here if you can't plug it in up here. All right, I'm going to power this on and show you. There's only 2 modes I ever use with these here type of gimbals. So it's powered on. Right now I'm in mode 1. This is the most common that all of us who vlog use, and that's basically you're holding this in your hand and you walk and you're bouncing this way. You notice how the camera stays horizontal to the ground, and if I tilt it away forward, it's still horizontal, away backward, still horizontal. It does not look up or down. And if I turn it sideways, it slowly pans to catch up with you, and that gives you that nice panning when you go from side to side with your hands turning and looking at stuff. Now there's also a joystick on here too, that if I move the joystick I can spin this thing all over the place. I don't usually use the joysticks. I'm just trying to get my hand in here because I'm looking down at it like you, and I can go look down and look up. So you can do a manual type thing if you want. I don't really use that much. So I'll show you the one I do use, and that is if I tap the mode button twice. So I'm going to tap it twice. 1, 2. So there, I've tapped it twice, it recenters itself, and now when I'm walking around, if I want to look at something on the ground and show the audience something on the ground, I tilt it down, and you see how my GoPro goes down? And if I want to show something up in the air, I look up in the air and the GoPro goes up and it goes nice and smooth. If I go fast, it will catch up with me, see? So those are the only 2 modes I use, you know, side to side, mode 1 or mode 2. The other modes are, you know, pretty good, but probably not something you're going to use if you're a vlogger. Now I've placed the GoPro Hero 7 in here, but you can place any type of action camera that will fit in here, which means it has to be a similar size to the GoPro 7, and you have a bit of play with this here little device that holds your action camera on, so you can have a much thicker action camera and it should fit nicely in there. All right, I'm outside on a beautiful sunny day. I have my GoPro hat here with a GoPro 6 on it, so I'm going to put that on, and there we go. So now you can see what I'm holding in my hand. I can spin it around, look 180 the other direction, come back to me if I so desire. Now the mode I'm in now, this is the default mode. The only difference with mode 1 and mode 2 Mode 2 is one I use if I say, hey, check out, look up top. See that? Now as I tilt it, the GoPro's looking up, and if I tilt it this way, the GoPro's looking down at me. So here we go. I'm walking with the iSteady Pro out in front of me, and I'm bouncing up and down because look at this hill in front of me here. But you know, I can't move the GoPro down, so I'm going to put it back into mode 2. So click, click, and now I want to show you down. Ooh, look at this. So now, as I'm walking, it stays steady as I'm going down, as long as I don't slide and fall all over the place here. And as I'm walking down, if I want to, as I'm walking down, if I want to put it on me, I tried to, and you can watch my footwork. Watch me try not to fall down here. It's too slippery. This is craziness. All right. All right. There we go. And if I want to show you the water down here, I can show you water coming down. Now there is another mode on here, a mode 3, and the mode 3 works like this. So I push it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Should be in mode 3 now. And what that does is no matter which way I turn this, the camera will always stay straight. The camera's always going to point this way. So if my arm turns this way, my hand turns this way, it's always at my face. So I'm vlogging and I'm walking, and my hand's moving all over the place. Well, it will always stay on my head for the most part. And what's really great is there's a tripod on the bottom. So as I come down here and start to slip, my little camera sits right there. Now there is also an app that goes on your phone, so you can control this from a distance. So if I turned on the app, I could stand far away and I could move the camera left, right, up and down, have it take time-lapse photos, all the good stuff that you would do with something like this. So if you're on vacation, you can probably get some really cool shots by using the app. You and your partner go someplace else, and yeah, you can take some good video or photos. So with all that said, I'm going to put a link below to this iSteady Pro. I don't think it's very expensive. There might even be a discount. Check below and see if it's the iSteady Pro for you. I know for me, it's exactly what I do every day in these videos. I use a GoPro all the time, so it works out perfect for me. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.